And as the new Trier Trevians take on the Glenbrook North Spartans. Kind of a nice day for baseball right now. Wind blowing in from the northwest. Across field. We are expecting a wind shift a little bit later on in this broadcast. Later on this afternoon. Here's Dusty Napoleon to lead it off. And the first pitch, low and inside, a ball. So Napoleon leads it off for the Trevians. New Trier has been on a tear. They're three starting pitchers in the regular rotation, all undefeated. Through for the base hit. A single to lead off the ball game, and here is Jimmy Hines, I believe. Yeah, Jimmy Hines.
You want to do that? Yeah, that's fine.
This game broadcast. Now I can't remember what day this was. This game was on. Pitch outside a ball. The 19th of April. Now the delivery. There's a strike. There goes the throw on the courtesy runner, O'Rourke, and he's in there with a stolen base. So Ryan O'Rourke on at second. Outside a ball, and it gets away, and O'Rourke goes on over to third. Pair of sophomores in the battery today for Glenbrook North. Altbach, the pitcher. Now the delivery. There's a fly ball, right field. Curving foul and not a play. Down the line. They've reconfigured this field a little bit. Put the visitors over on the third base side and home team on the first, I assume, because they're adding a freshman field behind the third base dugout. And if anyone's going to get clunked on the head, better to be the visitors than the Glenbrook North parents. There's a ground ball to third. Throw home. They got him on the fielder's choice. And that's out number one. Here's Austin Turbin. Austin's been on a hitting tear of late. There's a pitch low ball. There's a strike on the knee-high outside corner. And the count was up to 1-1 to Turbin. Yeah, it's low ball. There goes the runner. He'll make it easily. Another stolen base. The second one of the inning. Now the pitch by Altbach inside a ball. We'll make it a strike on the inside corner. Nice curveball. Bottom dropped out, just past the plate. Now the look back, inside a ball, gets away. And off to third goes Jimmy Hines. So with one out, again a runner at third. And ball four, Austin Turbin has drawn the walk.
Hey, let's get two.
Here's Miles Klaus. Miles has been on something of a batting slump. Starting to begin to concern the Trevian coaching staff. There's a strike. We're here at Glenbrook North. Delivery. Swinging a ground ball. Slow roller. Picked up. The throw to Klaus. And coming home to score is Hines. So it's just a 4-3 put out. And here's Rob Russell. There's a strike. to the right fielder for the Trevians. Well, everything kind of discombobulated right now. Foul ball. Got the edge of the bat and got Russell right on the fleshy part of the left hand.
Be smart here, Brad.
Stung a little bit. Now they pitch on the way. It's straight. They'll make it a ball, 1-2. To Rob Russell. Join us for this action all summer long. We got lots of baseball. Outside the ball. 2 out. Austin Turbin at second. Strike 3, and the inning over. But in the first, the Trevians dent the board 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, a walk, and 1 man left. Well, that's Mike Logan out in left. Austin Turbin in center. Defensively for the Trevians, Rob Russell over in right. And the infield, third to first. Andy Vogler at third. Greg Hickey at short. Jimmy Hines at second. And Kevin Rogers at first today. And the battery of Danny Martinez and Dusty Napoleon. So the Spartans bat, bottom half of the first inning. There's a high fly ball on the giddy up, and they won't get that one off the wall. Turbin to the cutoff man, Hickey. And the Spartans have a runner on second. Now the pitch. Outside the ball. Danny Martinez. Looks back to second. Danny's been a nice addition to the Trevians this year. Low and inside the ball. Comes very highly regarded. Some say he was the best player in the Chicago Public League. Or the best potential, I guess it would be. Now the pitch. There's a bunt. Picked up the throw in time on the sacrifice. Vogler to Kevin Rogers. So runner at third. Way outside the ball.
He's in trouble. Let's put him in deep trouble.
George Twig, 8. Get him now.
That's outside the ball. 2-0. There's a high pop-up foul and out of play. We're in the process of adding a studio facility. And in the process, things have gotten a little discombobulated around here. Swinging a ground ball. Through for the base hit, single. And the ball game all tied up. Cleanup hitter for the Spartans. Now the pitch. Whoa, inside ball. Got away. Off to second. So Danny Martinez. High fly ball. That's deep. on the giddy up and caught. Nice catch. And going on over to third on the tag up. There's a runner from second. Oh, nice catch by Rob Russell, reaching up, making a catch. Pitch outside the ball. Now, part of the reason we're not mentioning the names of the Glenbrook North players is that the roster is one of the things that's been discombobulated and is MIA. Swinging a bit strike. Low and outside the ball. Glad to have you here on the new Trier Lyceum. There's a strike, and the county was up at deuces. 2 out. There's a high fly ball, foul, giving chase, and won't get to it. Deep to the corner. Rob Russell giving it a shot. There's a high pop-up, and Napoleon and Kevin Rogers, and they can't get to it. Ran into the fence, ran out of bounds. That's low ball, and the count goes full. 3-2. 2 out. Ball game all tied up at 1. First inning. There's another foul ball down in right field. Over by the Spartan bullpen. There's a high fly ball. Short. Everybody giving chase. Won't get to it. Drops in for the base hit. And it is 2-1 in favor of the Spartans of Glenbrook North. That pitch is high, a ball. Go over to first. And Rogers dropped it, but he was safe anyway. Well, this is almost our 32nd year. I got about another month to go before we hit 32 here. 32 years of high school sports. There's a little squibber and drops in for the base hit. Out over the outstretched Jimmy Hines. So runners at the corners. Swinging a miss, strike. And the Spartans have gained the lead here at 2-1. High and tight a ball. We also don't have our character generator, that little thing that gives the titles and the score and so forth. We don't have that either today. There's a strike. Up thigh high, outside half of the plate. 2 out. And strike 3. And in the inning, 2 runs on 4 hits. And the Spartans lead at 2-1 at the end of 1. We'll be back with more in just a moment here on the... Andy Vogler set to lead it off here in the second inning. Vogler's come into his own as a third baseman. He'll pitch a little low and outside the ball. Brad Altbach on the mound. Altbach just a sophomore. High and tight a ball. A lot of the schools have had kind of a down year with their seniors, and have responded by bringing up some of the underclassmen. There's a fly ball to right field. One out. Here's Kevin Rogers. Well, Kevin getting a chance to play at first base. Here's a strike. Whoa, threw that one away, overheld it, ball. There's a fly ball to right field. Over by the line. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Greg Hickey. Swing and a miss. Strike one. And it's 1-1. There's a ball outside. High bounder. True for the base hit single for Hickey. And here's Mike Logan. Fleet-footed left fielder for the Trevians. Well, Trier may even be ranked number 1. The end of this week, or next week, if they win all their games this week. Their team, though, is above them. Lockport, which they will actually play this year in May, like May 14th, I think. Ball back to the screen. Straight. There goes the runner. There goes the throw. Not in time. Another stolen base. That's the third one today already for the Trevians, and we're only here in the second inning. So maybe the Trevians have found a little weakness here. Strike 3. And it didn't matter. In the top half of the second, for the Trevians, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Go to the bottom half of the second inning. Here at the home of the Spartans. There's a strike. Strike one. Well, one of the things about the Trevians this year so far that might be something of concern, pitch outside the ball. The pitchers have had kind of a rough going in the first inning. However, they've settled down the rest of the way, and of course, the regular pitchers, the starters, are all undefeated. The lone loss coming in relief. Inside, 3-1. Little squibber, ground ball, picked up by Hickey. Throws to first, and Kevin Rogers, and there's one away. That's all ball. A nice day for baseball. I guess they're complaining a little bit about the inside part of it. That's a ball. Thought it hit the corner. There's a foul ball. 2-1. 2-2. Deuces on the count. Second inning. Second man to bat. A 2-1 ball game. There's a high pop-up foul, and the count will remain. They'll go to deuces entirely. Fouled off. Wet fishing. Looking for a coho salmon high and outside. And that is out number 2. Swing and a miss, straight. A little outside the ball. Low and away a ball. Well, the Trevians this time of year, low and outside the ball. They generally get a no-hitter from somebody. Last 4 years, I think they've had that ground ball. Nice pickup by Hickey. A long throw in time. And a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. At the end of 2, it's 2-1 in favor of Glenbrook North. And we'll be back with more. Well, we go to the 3rd inning. Leading it off, Dusty Napoleon, Hines, and Turbin at the top of the batting order due up for the Trevians here in the 3rd. 2-1 the score. Trevians 1 run on 2 hits. And the Spartans 2 runs on 4. There's a strike. The sophomore on the mound. Had a rocky start to the game, but has settled down. Ball 2. Ball, rather, 1-1. Now Altbach delivers outside a ball. That's outside the ball. There's a strike. You know, one of the things that a lot of people talk about now is the wanting to win the summer league that the coaches put on, the high school coaches. And I think that there's a real misnomer about that. A lot of players don't play in the summer. Others play on teams that, for instance, the American Legion, ball 4. And Napoleon's drawn the walk. And Ryan O'Rourke again, the courtesy runner. Jimmy Hines. The batter. Throw to first. And O'Rourke back in time. Yeah, one of the things, about summer baseball is what you do in the summer really has no effect on what you're going to do the following spring. Even if you win state, for example. That's the problem that the Sun-Times reporter has, because he keeps on putting whoever wins state in the summer. And starts off as the number 1. Shorten the bunt. Instead, O'Rourke takes off with yet another stolen base. And they started off, Lyons Township won the summer ball. And they have faded fast. Foul ball, out of play. There's some of the Glenbrook North faithful here today. That wind has shifted around. And coming in and off the lake. There's a ball down the line. Nope, won't get to it. Foul ball. I think you really have to take each year differently. There's a ball out to right field. Right fielder over and has it about a step or 2 in fair territory. That's out number 1. And here's Austin Turbin.
Smart.
Ryan O'Rourke leads off second. Pitch on inside, a ball.
Come on, 9.
There's a ball down the left field line, and curving foul. Down in the corner, out in the street. Now they pitch to. Ooh, there's a strike. Luscious pitch. Good pitch by Altbeck. And Austin Turbin couldn't pull the trigger. Way outside the ball. Now the delivery. A little bit outside. And the count goes full to Turbin. He walked his last time up and left stranded. Now the pitch. There's a foul ball. Out of play. Again down in the corner. In left field. Ground ball. Second baseman has it. On over, 4-3. On the play. Napoleon. Pinch runner. Courtesy runner. Over to third. And Ryan O'Rourke. Here's Miles Klaus. He grounded out second to first. His first time up. Outside the ball.
We go 2-4. Come on, 9.
It's a ground ball. Slow roller. Second baseman has it. Up, throwing. Got it. 4-3 on the putout. And in the top half of the third inning. For the Trevians. No runs. No hits. A walk and a man left. There's a strike. Number 2 man, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Spartans here in the bottom of the third. Can I get a missed strike? I just had a fourth inning for the Trevians. Third inning, bottom of the third. I don't remember. The mind sometimes plays funny tricks on you. That's a low ball. Boy, that wind shift came real quick. Here's single. And Danny Martinez, none too happy. Thought he had strike 3. And the bench protecting Martinez says a little something to the throw the first runner back.
Line drive, Jake. Come on, 8.
There's a high pop-up, foul. Out of play. Way outside the ball.
Good eye, Jake. Come on now.
Throw over the first runner back.
He's worried about you.
Come on, 8. Here we go now.
There's a strike on the inside corner. So runner on to lead off the bottom of the third inning here. Low and away, ball. And the county was up at deuces. The pitch by Martinez. Ground ball. Foul. High bounder. Down the first base line.
Come on, we need some insurance. Careful, Michael.
Strike. No, they didn't get him. Strike three, and there's one away. Runner holds at first. That's low. A ball. Ball one. Martinez throws over to first to Kevin Rogers, runner back. High bounder. Flip to second, not in time. Over to first, in time. No, I guess you got to call that a fielder's choice. 6-4-3 on the putout. And runner at second. Goes the straight. So 2 down. The shortstop had the option of which base to take, and he tried to take second. And the lead runner, which is what you're supposed to do, the pitch low ball, just didn't get there in time. The foul ball.
Hits the run, hits the run.
So get a miss. Strike three, and the inning over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 3, it's 2-1 in favor of Glenbrook North, and we'll be back with more. Rob Russell leads off the 4th inning, takes a strike. Trevians 1 run, 2 hits. Glenbrook North 2 runs on 5. Inside the ball. Russell, Vogler, and Rogers due up here in the 4th inning. There's a foul ball down the third base line. Strike. Now the pitch. A little high ball. Might have curved around the plate. Foul ball back to the screen. There's a strike. Strike 3. And Russell strikes out for the 2nd time today. Here's Andy Vogler. Outside the ball. Ground ball. Through for the base hit, single by Vogler. Here's Kevin Rogers. Rogers also flew out to right field his last time up. Back in the 2nd inning, throw to first. Vogler back.
Oh yeah, we got a ball. Yeah, I got my head.
Again the throw over there, and again Vogler back. Kevin Rogers. And he got hit by the pitch. So 2 aboard. And here is Greg Hickey. Went to bunt, pitch outside the ball. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the 4th. Here at Glenbrook North. Crossover game. It's high ball in the Central Suburban League. There's a strike. The Central Suburban South, which is the big schools, really has a strange variation this year in populations. The big schools, New Trier the largest now, Waukegan second by about 100 students, and Evanston about 800, make that 600, less than New Trier. A little foul tip, got a little piece of it. And then the drop to the bottom 3, Maine South, Niles West, and Glenbrook South, and they're all about 100 students apart from each other. They had about 2,800. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and over to third goes Vogler, over to second goes Rogers with a double steal. The 5th stolen bases of the ball game for the Trevians, and here's Mike Logan. He squares the bunt, and it is a beauty, a bounder, and they're going to let it go. Nobody took it. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And on the throw home to second goes Logan. Give him a credit for a single. As the left side of the Spartan outfield infield rather, let that one go. There's a pitch high for a ball. And Dusty Napoleon switching around and playing and batting from the right side. I think for the stolen base attempt, here's a throw down there, and they got him this time. Caught stealing for out number 3, but the Trevians take the lead, 2 runs on 2 hits. Nobody left. And at the end of 3.5, we're halfway home. The Trevians have taken the lead here. Pitch outside a ball. There's a ground ball. Hickey has it. On over. 6-3 on the put out. 1 away. So Danny Martinez has obviously settled down from a shaky start here today. There's a high bounder. Nice pickup by Hickey moving to his left. And that's out number 2. Two down. There's a strike on the inside corner. Strike 1. Inside of all. Outfield playing straight away and somewhat shallow. Outside of ball. 1-1 the count. 2 out. And New Trier now with the lead. There's a high pop-up. Napoleon waiting. Has it for the out. And caught. 3 up, 3 down for the Spartans here in the 4th. And at the end of 4, Trevians now lead 3-2. And we'll be back with more. Well, that's some of the New Trier side of the fandom. Leading it off here in the 5th inning is Dusty Napoleon. New Trier leading now 2-1. The sophomore delivers inside the ball. Ball 1.
Come on, 9.
For those of you who have been used to watching on Channel 19 here in the New Trier Township. A little ball right at the first baseman for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. But for those who have been used to watching on Channel 19 or in some cases Channel 35, well, actually it wouldn't be 35 on any of the New Trier Township, but Channel 19, be advised, New Trier games are not seen on Channel 19 anymore. Only here on New Trier Lyceum. There's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder drifting back. That's it for the out. That's out number 2. And here's Austin Turbin. And he sends one to left field on the run. And nope. Down in the corner, out in the street. Austin likes to spray it the other way. And they are giving him the gap in left center, which has become sort of Austin's power alley. There's one right down the line. Caught and thrown away. First error of the ball game. And into second goes Turbin. And here's Miles Klaus with 2 out. Miles really hasn't gotten on track hitting-wise. Inside, gets away. And trotting over to third is Turbin. 2 out. 1 aboard. Trevians leading by a digit. 0 outside of ball. 2-0. To Miles Klaus. Brad Altbeck on the mound. Little squiver. Got a little piece of it. And low and outside of ball. Three and 1 to count to Klaus. Laying a ground ball. Third baseman has it. A long throw in time. 5-3 on the putout. And in the inning, no runs, no hits, an error, and a man left. There's a bunt attempt. Picked up. The throw in time. Nice job by Andy Vogler. Getting down that line. 1 down. So 1 away. The pitch in there for a strike. Strike 1. Strike 2. Dropped in. An off-speed thing. Pitch is outside of ball. Join us throughout the year for our sports coverage. Strike 3. The 2-away. There's a strike. Danny Martinez has retired the last 8 that he's faced. And since the first inning has only allowed 1 base runner, here's a little pop-up. And another 1-2-3 inning for Danny Martinez. And at the end of 5, the Trevians now lead 3-2. And we'll be back with more in just a moment here on the network. Well, here in the 6th inning, the Trevians 3 runs on 4 hits. They've stranded 4. There's a foul ball back. Strike 1 to Rob Russell. They've struck out 3 times, walked twice, and stolen 5 bases. For Glenbrook North, 2 runs, 5 hits. They've stranded 3. Danny Martinez has struck out 5 and hasn't walked anybody. Swing and a miss strike. So Brad Altbach, 3 strikeouts and 2 walks in 6 innings. That's not a bad performance. Okay, strike 3. Make it 4 strikeouts. 3 of those by Rob Russell. Here's Andy Vogler. He singled and scored the tying run in the 4th inning. There's a strike. Outside a ball. Well, the new Trier team, the way they handle summer, we talked about that a little bit earlier in the ball game. They have the American Legion for the top players. The next level, they have summer varsity. And the next levels down go to the Pony and the Palomino and so forth. There's a foul ball off to the right. The other schools now trying to win that. It's a fly ball. Drifting over is the center fielder. He has it for the out. 2 away. And here's Kevin Rogers. High and tight. And they said they hit him. Second time today, Rogers has been hit by a pitch.
Work back there, 2-4.
And here's Liss batting for Hickey. I assume Greg will re-enter here in the 7th inning. Throw to first. Rogers back. 2 out. Outside the ball. Ground ball. Ooh, took a funny bounce. The throw. And in time. Wow, great play. 6-3 on the putout. In the inning, no runs, no hits, a hit batsman and man left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll be back after we pause briefly for station identification. Danny Martinez on the mound. Strike 1. Middle of the batting order due up, 3, 4, and 5 for the Glenbrook North Spartans. Now the pitch on the way. Here's a ground ball. Picked up by Kevin Rogers with the unassisted putout. And since the first inning, Danny Martinez has retired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the 15 batters he faced. That's all ball. Now the pitch. There's a high fly ball out in the giddy up. And Austin Turbin over to him. You get it? We're out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. 6th inning. Logan, Napoleon, and Hines due up in the 7th for the Trevians. Pitch outside the ball. There's a ground ball foul outside of first. Strike 1. That's low ball. 2-1 the count. Nobody on, 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Danny Martinez delivers. on the outside corner for a strike.
Come on, no, go get him now. You and me. Come on,
Strike 3. And a drop, third strike. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 7th. Trevians leading it 3-2. And leads off the 7th inning here for the Trevians. Now the delivery. That's a strike. Knee high. So Brad Altbach on the distance. Giving up 3 runs, 4 hits. There's a foul ball back. Trevians have stranded 5. Altbach has struck out 4 and walked 2. There's a ground ball, foul, out of play down the line. Outside the ball. So many of these schools have started adding additions to their buildings, and that's kind of the nice part about New Trier, having that extra building, as it were. Ground ball, slow roller. Nope, not going to get that. And they're going to call that an error. Second error of the ball game. And here's Dusty Napoleon. Go to first, and the runner back. There goes the runner. There goes the throw down there. Not in time. Stolen base for Logan. That's the 6th stolen base by the Trevians today. There's a strike. Altbach looks back. Pitch outside the ball. There's a shot through for the base hit. And coming home without a play, Logan. And again, Ryan O'Rourke, the courtesy runner for the catcher Napoleon. And here's Jimmy Hines. Hines, safe on the fielder's choice, scored the first run of the ball game for the Trevians. Squares to bunt. Takes a pitch low ball. There goes the runner. There goes the throw. Not in time. As the ball gets away. Oh, yet another stolen base for the Trevians. There's the bunt. They'll pick it up. The throw will not be in time, and a little bunt single on the sacrifice attempt for Jimmy Hines, and runners at the corners for the Trevians. And Austin Turbin. Turbin walked, grounded out, safe on an error. Time called. And out comes the Spartan coach. Do you have a word with Altbach? And that's going to be all for Altbach. But a darn good performance by him. But another run in and 2 men aboard with nobody out. They're going to bring in the lefty to face Austin Turbin. Pitches high, a ball. Now throw to first. Hines back in plenty of time. Not going to stray in this situation too far. Unless maybe to steal another base. There's a strike. Of course, it depends on what the signal is. Then again, having stolen 7 bases today. Pitched low and outside the ball. And over to second goes Hines with yet another stolen base. That's the 8th one of the ball game for the Trevs. Pitches high, a ball. Strike 3. Or strike 2. A little rambunctious there. Outside the ball, and Turbin draws the walk and loads the bases up for Miles Klaus. Number 4 batter in the Trevian lineup. Look back the pitch, high ball. Got a little piece of it. Strike to Klaus. Nobody out. Bases jammed with Trevs. The delivery. And he got hit by a pitch. And that'll force in a run. 3rd at batter of the day. And here is Rob Russell. Well, Rob's had his troubles at the plate today. But he facing a new pitcher. There's a swing and a miss, strike. And a ball, 1-1 the count. Bases jammed. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Giving the gaps. There's a ball, 2-1. (5-1) the score. Goes to bunt. Bunts it foul. Strike. On the suicide squeeze attempt. There's a line shot, base hit. 1 run in, 2 runs in. On the single by Rob Russell. And Klaus going to stop at second. And here's Andy Vogler. And the coach out to have another word here. And may go with the change in pitchers. Nope. Did have somebody warming up down the line. Is that, I think that's Ryan Winter warming up down the line there. Looked back a couple of times. Knew that was going to be a ball. If you're distracted that much by the base runner, your chance of getting it over the plate, not very good. There's a high pop-up fouling out of play. He must have looked back 2 or 3 times. Now the pitch. There's a bunt pushed in the air and foul. Vogler and Hickey have made a couple of nice plays over on that left side of the infield today. High and away a ball, and it gets away on the wild pitch, and the runners advance. Still, nobody out. Three stolen bases this inning. That's a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And out number one. Here's Kevin Rogers. Well, Kevin officially 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He's the seventh man to bat in this inning. That's high a ball. 2 men in scoring position, 1 out. Trevians now with a comfortable 7-2 lead. And the pitch. High ball. Time called. The delivery. Outside a ball. Ball 4, and the bases are reloaded for Greg Hickey. Del Rogers at third, Vogler at second, Klaus at first, and yet another pitcher coming in here. Here in the bottom of the seventh. Or top of the seventh, make it. There's a strike. Hickey 1 for 2 on the day. Well, Trevians can bust this thing wide open. It won't matter if we get a slaughter rule because we're in the seventh inning and the Spartans will get last bats anyway. And some cross up on the signals. Wise move. You're unsure? Ask. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And there's 2 away. Here's the 10th man to bat in the inning for the Trevians. Now they pitch. In there for a strike. Matt Sherman batting for Logan. Strike 2. Inside a ball. Strike 3. And the inning over. Let the Trevians come up with 1, 2, make sure I've got this right, 1, 2, 3, 4 runs. And lead it at 7-2. 1, 2, 3 hits in the inning. That's a ball. So Martinez trying to go the distance. We're here in the 7th inning. Whoa, shave and haircut. 2 bits. Thought it hit him. 3-0. The batter thought it hit him. There's a strike, inside corner. And now ball 4. That's the first walk issued by Martinez today. Runner on. Time called. Now we're set. Outside of ball. So Martinez retired 3, 6, 9, 12 in a row before giving up this walk here in the bottom of the 7th. There's a strike. Ooh, wow. Great pitch. Get him backing away and it curved back in. Not a first runner back easily. Down the line. Who's that, Bore? Strike. I think so. There you see how that wind shifted around. It was blowing straight out. Back on the first. Towards the right field anyway. There's a little pop-up. And caught by Jimmy Hines in short center field. 2 down. 2-way. No. 1 on. One out. Danny Martinez gets a sign from Dusty Napoleon. Delivers in there for a strike. Right down the middle.
Come on, 2-0.
1 out. That's low ball. 2-1 the count. No foul ball. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Foul ball just outside third. Not by much. Vogler tried to get over there. Didn't matter. Now Trevians trying to do something they haven't done since 2000 when they won state. Strike 3, throw over, not in time. And there's 2 away. 2 out. Strike 1. Seventh strikeout of the ball game for Denny Martinez. We'll scribble a foul. There's a ground ball picked up by Vogler. In time, and the ball game all over. And we'll be back in just a moment to wrap this one up. The final word on this one for the Trevians. 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors, 8 stolen bases today. They were walked 3 times, struck out 6. New Trier left 8 on base, and 3 hit batters by the Spartan pitchers today. For Glenbrook North, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. 4 of those hits coming in the first inning, and then a 1-hitter the rest of the way by Danny Martinez. No stolen bases for the Spartans. There was one walk in the 7th inning that was harmless and meaningless. 7 strikeouts for Danny Martinez, and the Spartans left 4 on base. So this is Mark Brunt. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Stick around for more baseball this week as the Trevians take on Niles West in the first play of conference play, and Loyola here on the network. And so for all of us, hope you enjoyed this one, and we say as always, so long.